Hi, my name is Wren and I'm going to lose 150 pounds. Yes, I am. And I think I finally figured out how I'm gonna do it. And I wanna bring you guys along with me. I think I'm gonna actually do it this time. I'm really excited to share it with you guys and tell you guys all about it. Let's just get into it. I'm so excited to share with you guys what I've learned and the program I've kind of put together for myself. Your girl loves a good logo, so, you know, busted out the pick monkey for that. It's really gonna help me reach my goals, and I'm excited to do my first official weigh-in on this video. All right, I'm lying, I'm not excited about that part. I'll kind of just start from the beginning a little bit and kind of like work into why I got to where I'm at real quick and tell you what I'm gonna do and what my plans are for my channel and my weight loss journey and all that stuff. I mean, I've been a big girl my whole life. And I mean, for as long as I can remember. I guess I don't remember ever feeling confident in myself. I've just dealt with my weight my whole life. I've done like all the diets. I've done all of them. I didn't really start dieting actually until I was around 15 years old when I did Atkins for like, I swear, I think I remember, it was either I did it for 7 days and lost 11 pounds or I did it for 11 days and lost 7 pounds. It was one of those numbers. Do you guys remember apple pectin pills? Are you guys old enough to remember those? Recently I did WW. Did that for, I mean like 8 to 10 months. It wasn't a year, almost a year. That didn't work for me. I tried keto even though it's hard for me because I don't have a gallbladder. So that makes things interesting. You know, switched into more of a low carb instead of the keto right before the sick, you know, the stuff we've got going on here recently. Can't say it on YouTube, I guess. In our house, we call it the sick. I've got a little one who I don't want to explain it too much to, so we just call it the sick. Anyways, started doing low carb and the sick kicked in and then everything was out the window. So mama started day drinking. So all those diets, had I followed them to the T, I'm sure they would have been successful for me, but I'm a human being and, you know, it's hard to like make those switch ups so dramatic and so quickly and, you know, life, I don't know, excuse. Like a lot of people, the sick has added a lot of stress to our lives here in the Brown household. My husband was one of the ones who got furloughed. Then he ended up getting sick because of, not the sick, different sick. I can get into that more. Maybe I'll get into that more in another video. So there was a lot of stress in our house, a lot of stress. And mama definitely picked up on the day drinking. I can't even say I started eating much more. I think I was eating pretty normal. My normal unhealthy eating. I didn't kick up the unhealthy eating too much, but I did kick up the alcohol. So that's calories. I think I gained around like 28 pounds total since this has all started. So here I am. I know I'm at, I've already done the weigh-in, so I know how much I weigh. Stay tuned. But I am definitely clocking in at my highest weight ever in my life. So that brings me to where I'm at today, which is husband, he's done great and is getting way better. He's back to work. So things are kind of, you know, school's gonna start soon, which is gonna not be at school. So that should be interesting. We're gonna have to do it at home and figure it out. Someone save me, it's gonna be awful. Can't be the teacher, I can't do it. So school's starting soon, so we're gonna have more routines going on. So that's brought me to today. You know, I'm ready mentally to start something, to get back on track, to try to lose this weight. Because being at max capacity for my body sucks. My knees hurt, my feet hurt, things are clicking that shouldn't be clicking, I don't know. It's not comfortable, I'm not comfortable anymore. When I sit down now, it's like, how do I explain this? How do I explain this? Like when you sit, it's like I have a fat suit around my middle. It's like I have one of those like swimming donuts around me. What's that called? So when I put my arms down, it's like they don't go down how they used to go down. I just want to be comfortable again. I just want to feel healthy. I want to be fit. I want to do all of these things. Now the question was, how do I do it? So I start going back through all the different diets I've tried. Let's go in the diary of diets and see what I've done before. I was like, man, I'm not really feeling any of this stuff, like WW, like all that stuff. Not really feeling it. So I Googled fad diets, new 2020 fad diet. There was no diet out there that really like excited me or something that I thought would work for me, right? So I'm actually flipping through TikTok one day, and there's this girl on TikTok I came across named Riley Jade Fit. I'll put her somewhere over here. I'll tag it below too. But she was in the process of doing something called the 75 hard, which is not what this is about. I didn't do the 75 hard. And she didn't make this up either. Someone else created this and she was just following along with it. But it was like every day, follow some sort of a healthy diet. You drink a certain amount of water every day. You exercise for 45 minutes twice a day, and one has to be outside, and like read a chapter of a nonfiction book. It was so cool seeing, like, she had made up a little chart and she was every day marking down what she did and making like little mini vlogs for TikTok of her stuff she was eating and everything. And I don't know, that just kind of like sparked something in me. I'm like, oh, that's cool. You know, as you're watching her stuff, she's like, you know, maybe you do, if this doesn't work for you, do something else. And I'm just like, yeah, like, what can I do? What rules would I give myself to follow? And for how many days would I do it? So those things kind of like mushed together in my brain. And I was like, okay, well, I want to make my own diet plan. I figured I want to kind of pull the things that I love that actually worked for me from the different diet programs I've been on, take little bits and pieces from those things that I like and work for me and that I enjoy, and then put them together kind of into my own diet plan. I also did like a lot of research. I did a lot of research on how habits are formed in your brain, like how it all works in there. I combined it all into like a personalized program for myself, and I think it's gonna work. I think it'll work for other people too. I'm about to get into more detail on the actual program that I've made for myself. If this somehow resonates with you and it seems like something you can do, then I highly encourage you to like build your own, taking in some of this stuff that I've plugged in here and personalize it and make it your own, and, you know, start your own journey, your own DIY diet journey like mine. Let's just get into this here now. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you guys this chart and then I'll kind of explain it more. Your girl loves a good logo, so, you know, busted out the pick monkey for that. So I'll kind of explain it more as we go here, but my DIY diet and the days here, so like day 1 through 7, so I'll put 1 through 7 here, and then the phase I'm in, I'll explain that more. The question I initially researched was, how long does it take to form a habit, right? I've always heard it takes 21 days to form a habit, but when I looked into it, that's actually not true for everybody. One study found that it takes 18 to 254 days for people to form a new habit. And it takes an average of 66 days for that habit to actually become like a new behavior. Because everybody's different, but the average is 66 days. So I took that information. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, if you guys want to dive into it more, I'll have the links below. But I took that 66 days as kind of like a launching point for me. So another thing I found is that by starting with small habits, it's better. So, and it makes sense. So for instance, if someone's like, okay, well, just go run a marathon. People, you know, you might be like, no thanks, I don't want to run a marathon. But if they said, just, okay, why don't you just today go take 1 step outside your house and then come back in. And then tomorrow, take 2 steps. That takes like no effort. That takes like no willpower to be like, okay, I can take 1 step, 2 steps. So if you start slow, eventually you can work into the longer distances and stuff like that, right? So I applied that to my diet plan for myself. So the phase, what I mean by the phase here is I want to take the 66 days, break it up into 3 phases, 22 days each phase. And I'm gonna start small. So for me, my personal goal would be to work out 30 minutes a day. But I know with my weight right now, if I just jumped into working out 30 minutes every day, I'm gonna get over it real quick, and I'm like, oh God, I wanna do this, you know, like that seems to be my pattern, right? So, but if I start with 10 minutes a day, if I start with working out 10 minutes a day, I could do 10 minutes. I mean, no matter what's going on in my day, I can take 10 minutes and move my body, do some sort of exercise, right? So I'm gonna start my phase 1, which is what this one is, with 10 minutes a day of exercise every day. And then with my water, I ultimately want to drink a gallon of water a day, but to go from drinking practically nothing, like drinking practically no water every day, to drinking a gallon of water a day, like, it's not gonna happen. The way that I am, I'm gonna just be like, no, I can't do that, I'm over that. So I'm going to start small, and I'm going to drink 64 ounces of water a day. So that's 4 bottles of water, you guys. 4 bottles of water. I really like the hint waters. Oh, there's one back there. Let's see. 4 bottles of water a day I can, is doable. For me, it's doable, right? And for you, that might be 1 bottle of water a day, That might be 1 bottle of water, you work into 3 bottles of water a day. I don't know. As I'm doing this, you guys can be thinking about what you would ultimately like to be doing, and then how you could break that down into small chunks and start from there and go, right? Okay. So another thing is alcohol. That's just no alcohol. So I'll get more into my calories and why it's that much and what I'm doing with the food, with the diet part in a minute. But my goal is to, yes, the 30 minutes a day, drink a gallon of water a day, eating healthy, making healthy choices, and not drinking. Well, woo, hello. My goal is at the end of this, I want my new norm to be a healthier one. That's it. That's what it is. And I think I can achieve that by literally training my brain to be doing that. Because literally, you guys, when a habit is formed, it literally in your brain creates a neural pathway, because your brain wants to not have to think about it and just do it, because it takes some work off of your brain. That's like literally, you guys can read the articles below. If you when a habit is formed, there's literally like an actual physical thing that happens in your brain where it's like, this is the path for that to go. Now this is the path for that I don't know what it is. It's just called a neural pathway. You can Google it. But it actually forms something physical in your brain to be like, oh, this is the path of least resistance, is to just keep doing this. We got to keep doing this. Like when you get in the car, seatbelt. What I'm trying to say is, this can be anything you want it to be. It's your DIY diet. It's a diet you're building for yourself, right? So you can have this be whatever you need it to be. It's just make it small steps you can actually stick to and do, okay? You need to start small. And your brain will start taking over eventually. It's gonna do it. It's just science. It's science, you guys, okay? I'll get into what I'm doing here for my food. Now it says 1,500 calories. So don't freak out. Don't freak out about the 1,500 calories yet, okay? Now, what I'm doing for my diet part of this is my food part. I am incorporating a couple things from Weight Watchers, okay? So go with me here. Why I enjoyed Weight Watchers is I loved having the 0-point foods. I've heard about Weight Watchers my whole life, but when I heard that they did the 200, over 200 foods that were 0 points, I was like, what, you can eat stuff for free? Like this is awesome, right? So that I really enjoyed, being able to form my meals around those 0-point foods. And then I also loved the weeklies, the fact that this diet plan actually had built into it like a cheat meal, right? But then I thought to myself, with this diet I'm making for myself now, with my own personalized diet program, I can do whatever I want, right? So I decided to have food I am not gonna track. So, because mentally, in the morning, when I tried counting calories before, I hated that in the morning, after doing Weight Watchers, trying to count calories again, I hated having to plug an egg into the Fitbit or my Fitness Pal. 70 calories for an egg, oh my God. That was such a blow, right? Chicken breast, how many calories? Oh my God, I don't want to eat chicken now. I didn't like the way that felt. So I've just decided I'm gonna have food I'm not tracking. I'm gonna have a list, and that list is basically very close to the Weight Watchers list. So my free foods are fresh fruit, fresh vegetables, non-starchy vegetables. So potatoes, I am gonna count the calories for potatoes, sweet potatoes. I'll be counting the calories for those. Oh, an avocado, I'm gonna count the calories for that, just because, it is so high in fat. I wanna count that. And also avocado, I can eat I can eat a lot of avocado. So I do want to count that one. I don't want to cheat myself. I know that's where I can kind of go a little crazy. So definitely tracking the avocado. For protein, I'm going to do chicken breasts and 99% lean ground turkey. Those two will be my free, oh, and eggs, and then non-fat Greek yogurt. So those are my 4 proteins. I mean, you could do like tofu and stuff. I'll link below. I'm gonna be so many links, you guys. I'll link below the list for the Weight Watchers, the 200 free foods you get on Weight Watchers, and it can be kind of a list you guys can look at and see. So it means if I have steak, I am gonna count those calories. Pork, you know, anything else. I'm also not gonna do, you know, like on Weight Watchers, if you say like deli meat, if you have some deli sliced turkey and you only have like 1.5 ounces, it's 0 points. But if you have 2 ounces, then it's 1 point. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that stuff. Like everything else, I'm going to track. Everything else is getting plugged into my LifeSum app and I'm gonna track it. I'm going to have these foods I am not tracking, these free foods, right? But also, I live in reality, so I know that there are still calories in those foods. So what I did is I plugged in there's a couple calculators you can find online. I will link the ones I used below. So I plugged in, you know, they have you put in your height and weight and everything, and they give you how many calories it takes to stay at your current weight, how many calories if you want to lose like 1 pound a week, down to like 2.5 pounds a week if you cut your calories back, right? So everything I was plugging in for me to lose 2.5 pounds a week, it was having me eat like 1,950 calories, 2,000 calories. Like around there, then it would have me losing about 2.5 pounds a week, right? So what I did is I just dropped that to 1,500 calories. I figured out on average how much of the free foods I would be eating on average a day, and it came out to around 500 calories. So essentially, when I'm counting my calories during the day and I reach that 1,500 mark, by the time you include my free foods I didn't count, I should be close to that 2,000 mark, right? If you look up why Weight Watchers has those 0 point foods, for one, you're not having to track those foods. That's a bonus, right? And also people don't tend to overeat on those foods. Those foods you tend to like, they're part of your meal, but you're not gonna like eat 7 chicken breasts, right? Or like eat 4 pounds of asparagus, although I could do that. But people don't tend to overeat on those foods. So I know that this is a good choice for me because I tend to have 1 to 2 eggs for breakfast. If I have chicken, it's 1 chicken breast. I'm never like somebody who wants a ton of meat, right? So I know that I could do this and it would help me mentally and I would be able to keep under my calories, which would be having me lose 2.5 pounds per week on average, right? So that's the goal. So if you have any other questions about this plan that I've made for myself or how you can make your own plan, just leave a comment down below with any questions. If I forgot something, if I didn't clarify something, just leave a comment down below because I feel like I've already been talking for like 5 hours. So that's the gist of what I'm gonna do here. So I'm gonna do 3 phases, 22 days phase 1, phase 2. What's gonna change here is I'm gonna drink 96 ounces of water a day for phase 2. I'm going to work out for 20 minutes on phase 2. Everything else will stay the same. So now let's get into my plans for my channel and actually sharing this with you guys. So I do plan on doing a weekly weigh-in, which obviously I'm including in this video so you guys can see. Oh, I'm like cringing already. Oh man, I am gonna do weekly weigh-ins along my journey for 2 reasons. Because obviously I can just like not show you guys my weight and just never let anybody know how much I weigh. You know, when I watch people's YouTube channels or you know, follow their journeys on Instagram and stuff, I love seeing their little weigh-ins and it like encourages me and stuff. And for 2, I think it's going to help me stay on track in a huge way. Me sharing my journey with you, it's going to help me a ton because the more you guys follow my journey, the more I'm going to want to stick with it. And it's going to help just be that little boost. It's going to be a great encouragement for me to just keep going. And I really want to keep going this time. I really want to do it. I really want to do it this time. So that's why I want to share it with you guys. And really, it's silly. It's silly because it's not like, oh my gosh, like how much does she weigh? I had no idea. I thought she was like perfectly healthy. Like obviously anybody who sees me knows I'm overweight. So it's not going to be a shocker really, I don't think. So weigh-ins. Weigh-ins are happening once a week. I do plan on doing grocery hauls, 'cause I love watching grocery hauls. So I plan on sharing with you guys stuff I'm buying for this journey here. And then I plan on doing what I eat in a days, and just anything else that pops in my head, kind of like sit down videos like this. I am committing to hopefully 3 days a week posting on this channel about this weight loss journey. So if you'd like to follow along, definitely hit the subscribe button, hit the little bell button, because now YouTube wants you to like really tell them. I'm not kidding, I actually really want to know if she's posting stuff. So if you hit the bell, when you go and open your YouTube app, it'll tell you, oh, Wren posted something new. Also follow me on Instagram. I'll be sharing daily like what I'm eating and stuff, maybe some workout videos. It's gonna be weird. I do have an Amazon sports bra. It's hard to say. An Amazon sports bra haul. An Amazon sports bra haul. Yes, nailed it. Nailed it. Coming up, because I ordered some bras and then I could just see they weren't not going to fit me. So I ordered a couple more and I'm just going to try them on with you guys and decide which ones I like. So that will be coming soon too. So now to the weigh-in, I'm going to show you guys a video. It's kind of crappy because it's dark in my laundry room, but I'll insert the weigh-in video here. So, yep, that's my starting weight. Yeah. If you know me in real life, pretend you didn't see that. We're just 315.4 pounds. Oh, God. And I did take measurements. I'll just do a voiceover for that part because I don't know where I put the paper that I wrote down all my measurements. So I will insert that here. Hey, you guys. Yep. So here's me. Here's my body. And here's my weight. Of course, I am starting at 315.4 pounds. I'm still that weight. Obviously, next week, hopefully it will go down. I noticed while I was editing this, what you're noticing now, which is my underwear. The underwear I'm wearing has like a skull design, and you can totally see it through my pants. That is not a giant pad, I promise. It's just a skeleton thing on my underwear. But yeah, here's my measurements. I took them as best as I can. It's not actually easy to do. So hopefully I'm just going to keep taking them and see what happens. But yep, here's all my info. So if you've made it this far in the video, thanks for watching. My new journey to lose 150 pounds is officially launched now into the internets, and I'm gonna do it, guys. And you can do it with me. If you are planning on doing your own DIY diet, then let me know. Comment down below or DM me on Instagram. Okay, well, I gotta go. I have to clean my house and feed my children. But thanks so much for watching. I hope to see you guys back here again soon. I'll be posting another video here in the next couple days. So I will see you guys in the next one.